I waited for you without knowing it, and you arrived. Narration. Since Lily Morgan left her old relationship, she made a promise to focus on herself. No romances, no painful endings, only her dreams. O's and the small pleasures of life. His favorite routine began early, walking through the Central Park with his headphones on, while the autumn leaves crunched under his feet. One Tuesday, while feeding the pigeons on his usual bench, he saw him, a man with a black-covered notebook, sitting under an oak tree, writing with a furrowed brow. He had a quiet energy, an air distracted, that intrigued him. He looked up for a second and smiled. "Hello," he said softly. "They are already getting fat, don't you think?" Lily laughed. "Yes, but they always act as if they haven't eaten in days." He approached. His name was Noah Bennett, and although the conversation was short, something in his gaze left her thinking the rest of the day. They met again a week later at the local bookstore. He was leafing through a romance novel, and he appeared beside him looking for a poetry book. They greeted each other with the same shy smile, as if the universe insisted on crossing their paths. Then came the Saturday's artisan craft, where he bought her a vanilla coffee and they talked more. She discovered that Noah was a writer, that he loved true stories, and that, like her, he had also lost something, in the past. A love story that ended too soon, a stage that needed closing. Lily didn't understand why, but every time she saw him, something inside her calmed down. It wasn't emotion of embroidered, it was peace. One day, he invited her to walk along the beach. They spent hours collecting shells, talking about books and dreams, until night fell and the streetlights of the coastal promenade lit up. Noah looked at her, serious for a moment. "I have come here every year, hoping that something would change, and now that I met you, everything changed without me expecting it." She looked down, but said nothing. She didn't need Sitaba Haserlo. He only took her hand, and they walked in silence. Months passed. Their encounters became constant. Sometimes at the town's night fair, sometimes at street concerts, other as in long walks without destination. They never planned too much. They let themselves be carried away. Lily started to laugh more, to sleep better, to stop thinking so much about what she lost and focus on what she had in front of Ella. Noah was writing more than ever. He confessed that he was finishing a novel inspired by The Girl with the Headphones and the Park Pigeons. One night, at a small town celebration, at a rain of lights and with live music, Noah took her to a quiet area behind the food stalls. "Do you know what I discovered?" he told her. "That sometimes one doesn't know that one is waiting for someone until you arrive. And since you arrived, everything makes sense." He took a small box from his pocket. "Lily, would you like to share this simple, free, and unscripted life with me?" She looked at him with eyes full of tears and a broken laugh. "Yes, because I also waited for you, without knowing it." And they kissed under the colored lights, while the music played in the background and the world seemed to stop, and only for them. End.